This week on Wildcat News, Bernie Sanders visited Raleigh.
The life skills classes took a trip to Rainbow Lanes.
And one student doesn't have a typical pet.
All these stories and more coming up because Wildcat News starts now. Good morning, West Johnston. I'm Chase Faircloth.
And I'm Anastasia Lonesky. Bernie Sanders has been making millennials feel the burn. Nik Reasor attends the senator's most recent rally in Raleigh.
On Friday, March 11th, Senator Bernie Sanders visited Raleigh in hopes of inspiring young voters. 18-year-old Lila Lambrasio and 21-year-old Christian Todd came out to see the Vermont senator speak.
He promises things that haven't been promised to young people in a very long time. He speaks in a way that is very similar to the European style of politicians that I think is very attractive to people who are more international, like young people are today.
I really like that he's for the people and for America and not just for himself. Out of all the candidates, he's like more of the one that's like easiest to like understand and like more like that down to earth, and I think like this generation is really like that.
Sanders has been working to increase voter turnout among the younger generations, which resulted in over 3,300 people attending this rally.
I believe that people should do what's important to them, and I sincerely believe that if you believe something's important, then you should stand up for it, and I think not showing up would be against that belief.
Because this is the first election I can vote in, and I think it's really cool, like being a part of it and getting involved. I think that everyone should definitely be involved.
I'm Nik Reasor, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Nick.
Learning out of the classroom is extremely beneficial to all students. On Friday, March 11th, the life skills class traveled to Clayton for some hands-on learning. Rainbow Lanes is an annual life skills field trip that includes schools in the Johnston County area. Jennifer Youngblood gives insight on how they prepare for the trip.
We get all the kids that are peer tutors that are interested to attend because it would be very difficult for us to do these trips without our peer tutors. You have to get an activity bus, and along with that you have to get all the funds.
Senior Jessica Wilkerson tells what her experience was like and why it was worthwhile.
When I see them bowling, it just makes my heart like so happy, and like when they get like a strike or even get one pin down, it just makes me so excited. And to see their excitement of doing something good, it's just a really great experience to see the kids have this free environment and be able to socialize and be like everyone else and be treated like everyone else and be able to have fun with everyone.
Youngblood explains what the experience is like for the students and how it benefits them.
If they develop that skill now, they're more likely to continue doing it through the rest of their life. And bowling provides exercise, it provides socialization, and a lot of different things. And if they're to do it their lifetime, it provides them something to do other than video games and arcade and things like that where they're shut up by themselves.
I wish I took field trips like that. It seemed like a lot of fun.
I know, right? Now over to Jamie Snover with the rundown.
I'm Jamie Snover, and welcome to the Rundown. Here's the last week's scores. Last Wednesday, golf placed 3rd out of 7, and tennis won 7-2. Thursday, tennis won 7-2, JV baseball won 13-8, and varsity lost 4-3. JV softball lost 8-0, varsity won 2-1, and soccer tied 0-0. Monday, tennis lost 9-0, and soccer won 10-1. Here's a look at the game of the week.
Last Tuesday, varsity baseball played the South Johnston Trojans. The Wildcats had a total of 4 hits. Cameron Myers ended the night with 8 strikeouts, and Nick Galena had 5 strikeouts. Noah Lyles hit a double, resulting in an RBI.
Eric Bean speaks with the youngest player on the varsity baseball team.
Freshman Peyton Richards is the only freshman on the varsity baseball team dominated by juniors and seniors.
I guess in tryouts, I showed enough to where they thought I could compete at a varsity level. So, I take it as an opportunity to show my skills off and play well at the level and just try to do as best I can every game.
As Richards explains it, the catching position is a critical part of the baseball team.
You have to keep the pitcher under control. You have to keep the runners, close to the bag so they don't score. You have to make sure you're blocking the ball. You got to communicate with the outfielders, let them know how many outs there are. Kind of a housekeeping job.
Richards has been playing baseball since he was 5 and is following in his brother's footsteps with the hope of playing in the pros or in college.
I chose baseball more of just because it's I mean, my brother helped, but I just like I just love the sport. It's just something about it that I like more than football and basketball. I just like it more.
I'm Eric Bean, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Eric. Baseball and softball is away Wednesday and Monday. Friday, JV is home and varsity is away. Soccer is away Wednesday and home on Monday. Golf is home on Thursday and away on Monday. Tennis is home on Monday. Come out and support all your spring athletes. I'm Jamie Snover, and that's your week's rundown.
Thanks, Jamie.
Man's best friend is considered a dog. However, Jackie Coger's animal isn't the average pet. Ariel Andrews tells us more.
Hedgehogs, a closely related species to the porcupine, are rather exotic pets. Along with potentially painful spines, hedgehogs are nocturnal, making them nearly blind and more susceptible to danger. The question rises, why have a pet that could poke you and requires around-the-clock attention?
I saw pictures of hedgehogs on Twitter, and I thought they were really, really cute, and I started researching them and realized that you could have them as a pet, and I started reading about them, and they seem so much better than a hamster or a guinea pig or something, and that's just what I decided that I wanted. Well, hedgehogs are unique, and they have their own way of self-defense, so you know that if you make them angry, they tell you if they're angry, whereas hamsters or guinea pigs kind of just do whatever they want, and if you do something that hurts them, you don't really know. When hedgehogs, they'll puff up and they'll hurt you to tell you that you hurt them.
Many people have only seen hedgehogs in pictures, but those who visit Jackie experience the real deal.
At first, my friends are usually very confused. They ask why I would want a hedgehog and why I would choose an animal that could poke me over something that's more cuddly and soft. And then they're very scared of her when I'll ask if they want to hold them, and they're very scared and skittish, and so they just don't know how to handle being around her, and they get very nervous and they don't know what to do.
Hedgehogs require more than just intermediate care. Along with having an extremely fragile body, a hedgehog's living space must be kept in a thermally controlled environment due to heat sensitivities.
I would definitely recommend a hedgehog for an older person, like an older teenager or someone in college or an adult. Little kids tend to get scared of them, and if it pokes their hand, they'll drop them, and they're very fragile animals. So you definitely always have to keep an eye on them, and you have to be mature enough to handle them. So it takes a lot of work and patience to deal with a hedgehog.
I'm Ariel Andrews, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Ariel.
Well, that's all for us this week. If you have any comments, questions, or story leads, email us at wjstudentmedia@gmail.com or send us a tweet at wjstudentmedia.
If you want to watch Wildcat News at home, on the go, or catch up on past episodes, go to wjstudentmedia.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Chase Faircloth.
And I'm Anastasia Lonesky. Thanks for watching and have a great week.